They sponsor climate campaigns while dumping toxic waste. They preach ethics while exploiting child labor. They talk about inclusion while silencing minorities. They promise customer love while firing thousands to please investors. This isn't an accident, it's a strategy. Welcome to the hidden playbook of global corporations, where morality is marketing and profit is the only god. This isn't just capitalism, this is predatory capitalism. This is the evil that big companies do.
Mounting layoffs in the tech industry.
Bloodbath in tech continues.
Profit at any cost. Capitalism is supposed to reward innovation. In practice, it rewards exploitation. Take Amazon. Its warehouses run on surveillance. Algorithms track every move. Bathroom breaks are timed. Miss a quota? Fired by machine, not a manager. Burnout isn't a flaw, it's the business model. Replace fast, pay less, keep profits high. Or Walmart, which crushed small-town America. First, undercut local stores with prices no one could match. Then, once competition died, prices rose again. And Nestlé? Accused of draining water from poor communities to sell it back at a profit. Its cocoa supply chain linked to child slavery for decades. For these giants, suffering isn't collateral damage, it's efficiency, and investors love it. Layoffs for profit. The cruelest trick in modern business, firing workers while drowning in profit. Meta laid off 20,000 people in 2023, just weeks after posting $32 billion in revenue. Zuckerberg called it the year of efficiency. For workers, it was the year of betrayal. At Twitter, Elon Musk wiped out 80% of staff overnight. Emails at 3 a.m. told employees they no longer had jobs. No meetings, no farewells, just silence. General Motors closed plants, cutting 14,000 jobs, while its CEO pocketed $22 million and the company spent billions on stock buybacks. This isn't cost-cutting, it's shareholder worship. Wall Street cheers, executives cash in, and ordinary workers are sacrificed. The tax game. If you or I dodge taxes, we go to prison. When corporations do it, they get tax breaks. Apple perfected the double Irish with a Dutch sandwich, routing billions through tax havens. When the EU ordered $15 billion in back taxes, Apple refused, and the US government defended Apple. Google stashed over $100 billion offshore. Shell made $30 billion in profit in 2021, paid zero UK taxes, and even received a credit. Meanwhile, you pay income tax, sales tax, fuel tax. You subsidize their yachts and bonuses and don't even know it. This isn't avoidance, it's legalized theft. Greenwashing and virtue theater. Big companies love to look moral. BP calls itself Beyond Petroleum, while causing one of the worst oil spills in history. Coca-Cola runs sustainability ads while producing 100 billion plastic bottles a year, making it the world's #1 plastic polluter. H&M markets a conscious collection, yet fast fashion remains one of the dirtiest industries on earth, burning unsold clothes and underpaying workers in Bangladesh. This is greenwashing, selling virtue while polluting the planet. Crushing dissent. What happens when someone inside speaks up? They get silenced. Whistleblower Frances Haugen revealed that Facebook knew Instagram was damaging teens' mental health and chose profit over safety. At Amazon, workers who tried to unionize faced surveillance and retaliation. The company even hired operatives to spy on staff. Tesla fired union organizers. Musk himself threatened workers with loss of stock options if they pushed back. This isn't a free market, it's corporate dictatorship. Killing competition. Why compete when you can buy your rivals? Facebook bought Instagram and WhatsApp, not to innovate but to eliminate threats. Google bought YouTube, Waze, Android, DoubleClick, Fitbit, absorbing every challenger. Amazon spies on third-party sellers, copies their best products, and pushes them out of the market. This isn't competition, it's market capture. And when monopolies win, consumers lose, prices climb, innovation slows, and one company decides the future of your digital life. The restructuring mirage. Every few years, companies announce bold reorganizations, but most are illusions, costly theater for Wall Street. GE spent decades in endless restructuring. It lost over $200 billion in market value while burning billions on failed shakeups. IBM has restructured so often that employees joke about changing job titles more than projects. Yahoo pivoted endlessly, wasted billions, and eventually sold for a fraction of its peak. Here's the truth, most reorganizations aren't about fixing problems. They're about bumping the stock price by 5 to 10%. The gains don't last, but the costs do. Lost productivity, wasted projects, and burned out employees. Reorganizations aren't progress. They're a stock price mirage. The $20 billion consulting scam. Here's the greatest corporate magic trick: CEOs paying consultants to justify their worst decisions. Want to fire 10,000 workers? Hire McKinsey. They'll hand you a 200-page deck proving it's genius. Now, it's not cruelty, it's strategy. And who builds these strategies? Kids fresh out of college making $150,000 to tell 60-year-old CEOs how to synergize the value chain. They've never run a business, they just know how to make PowerPoints. The results? Kraft Heinz paid BCG $100 million to slash R&D, resulting in $16 billion in losses. Deutsche Bank spent 500 million euros on McKinsey advice. Its stock fell 75%. Consultants win, CEOs get cover, and employees pay the price. When the mask slips. Sometimes the lies collapse. Enron hid debt and faked profits until it imploded, taking 20,000 jobs and pensions with it. Theranos promised miracle blood tests. It was a scam that harmed patients and cost investors billions. Purdue Pharma lied about OxyContin's addictiveness, fueling the opioid epidemic that killed 500,000 Americans. These aren't accidents. They're the system working as designed. Closing thoughts. Why does this keep happening? Because the system rewards it. The CEOs who cut the most jobs get the fattest bonuses. The companies that pollute the most often pay the least taxes. The firms that deceive best dominate the market. But there's hope. Workers are organizing. Consumers are demanding accountability. Whistleblowers are speaking out. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to be aware. Support ethical brands. Vote with your wallet. Demand transparency. Because the evil big companies do isn't just their fault, it's ours if we allow it. If you learned something today, hit like, subscribe, and share this video. And remember, behind every polished press release, there's a cover-up waiting to be exposed.